Pythagoras theorem. See, in this theorem, you can find that first you must take a right angle triangle. First, if you take a right angle triangle, then here you can find that this side you can name it as A, this side as B, and this side as C. The sum of these two sides square will be equal to hypotenuse square. This side is known as the hypotenuse, its square. So it is a square plus b square is always equal to this c square. So if you take any triangle, let's take one triangle. In this side they have given us equal to 3 square 3 units and this side is 4 units. You need to find out what's the hypotenuse. So you can write it as 3 square plus 4 square equal to x square, that is square of hypotenuse, and this side square and this side square's sum. 3 square means 3 times of 3, which is 9, so it is 9 plus 4 square means 4 times of 4, which is 16. 9 plus 16 equal to x square. Here 9 plus 16 means it going to become 25. So 25 equal to x square. When this square comes this side, it becomes root, that is root of 25 equal to x, and 25 you can write it as 5 square because 5 times of 5 gives 25. You can write this 25 as 5 square equal to x. Here square and square root cancels. 5 equal to x, that is the hypotenuse. Let's take one more problem. In this problem, they are giving this side length equal to 7 units and this side length as 8 units. And now you need to find out what is the hypotenuse. Let's take it as x. So you're going to get 7 square plus 8 square equal to x square. The 7 square here means 7 times of 7, which becomes 49. So this is 49 plus 8 square means 8 times of 8, which becomes 64, which equal to x square. 49 plus 64, 50 plus 64 is 114. It becomes 113 equal to x square. 113, there is no perfect square. When this square comes this side, it becomes root of 113 equal to x. That root of 113 is the value of this hypotenuse. Let's take one more problem. Here in this triangle, you can find out that this triangle has this side length as 1 units, this side length as 2 units, and this is known as x. We don't know the hypotenuse value. So the sum of these two sides square, 1 square plus 2 square, going to be equal to this x square, that is hypotenuse square. Here 1 square means 1 times of 1, which remains as 1, and 2 square means it is 2 times of 2, which becomes equal to 4, which is equal to x square. 1 plus 4 is 5, so 5 equal to x square, and this square moves that side, it going to become root. So this root of 5 equal to x. This root 5 is the length of this hypotenuse, root 5. Let's take one more problem. Here you need to, they have given this side length as 8 units and this side length as 10 units. You need to find out the hypotenuse value. Here also you can write 8 square plus 10 square equal to x square. Here 8 square means the same, 8 times of 8 going to become 64. This is 64 plus 10 square means you're going to get 10 times of 10, which is equal to 100. So this is 100, which equal to x square. 64 plus 100 is 164. So 164 equal to x square. Let's this square comes this side, it going to become root. So this root of 164 equal to x, and 164 you need to simplify like this. Start by dividing 2. This is even 2. 8 times is 16. 2 2 times is 4, and again 2. 2 4 times is 8, and 1 times is 2. So this is going to become 164 is 2 times of 2 times of 41. You can write this 2 times of 2 as 2 square times of 41. So write inside this one 2 square times of 41 equal to x. This 2 square comes out, just remains as 2. So it is 2 root 41 equal to x. This 2 root 41 is the length of this hypotenuse. Let's take even one more problem. In this problem, you can take like this. Here the side given is 5 units. Here it is 6 units. And what's the value of x? Here also this side square plus this side square equal to hypotenuse square. So it is 5 square plus 6 square equal to x square hypotenuse square. If you want, you can take paper and practice there itself. 5 square means 5 times of 5, which is 25, and 6 square means 6 times of 6, which is 36. This is equal to 25 plus 36 equal to x square. 25 plus 36 means 25 plus 30 is 55. 55 plus 6, which is 61. So 61 equal to x square. This square goes that side, going to become root. So it is root of 61 equal to x. This side length is root of 61. Let's take one more problem. Here you can take again, and you're going to get here. This side they have given us 8 units, and this side has just 1 units. What is the value of x? That is the hypotenuse. Now you can do the same thing. 8 square plus 1 square equal to x square. Here 8 square means 8 times of 8, which becomes 64, and 1 square means 1 times of 1, which going to become equal to 1 itself. Here you're going to get this as 8 square as 64 plus 1 equal to x square. 64 plus 1 going to become 65. So you're going to get 65 equal to x square. This square moves this side, it becomes root. So it is root of 65 equal to x. And this 65, if you want, you can simplify. This is not divisible by 2, not by 3. So take 5. 5 1 times 5, 1 remains, and 5 3 times is 15. So it is 5 times of 13. So you cannot simplify. This side length is root of 65. Let's take one more problem. Here they have given a triangle. In this triangle, this side length is 3 units, and this side length is 10 units. Tell what's the length of this hypotenuse. And I'm going to tell this hypotenuse. You take the sum of squares of this. Square of this is 10 square plus square of this side, which is 3 square, which going to be equal to x square. Now in this you get this side length square is 3 square, this side length square is 10 square, and hypotenuse square, which is equal to x square. Sum of these two sides square equal to hypotenuse square. So now you need to do this. 10 square means you need to multiply 10 by itself 2 times, that is 10 times of 10, which is equal to 100. So this is 100. And 3 square means you need to multiply 3 by itself 2 times. 3 times of 3, which is equal to 9. So it is 100 plus 9 equal to x square. 100 plus 9, if you add, you're going to get it as 109. So it is 109, which is equal to x square. Here x as square and this square moves towards the outside of that side of equality, it going to become root. So it becomes root of 109. X value is nothing but it is hypotenuse value, that is root of 109. Let's take one more triangle. In this triangle they have given this side is equal to 1 units and this side is 5 units. You need to find what's the hypotenuse. Now let's take this, that is 1 square plus 5 square equal to x square. 1 square plus 5 square equal to x square. 1 square means you need to write 1 times of 1, which remains as 1. So its value is 1, and 5 square means you need to multiply 5 times of 5, which remains as 25. So this one becomes 25, which is equal to x square. 1 plus 25 becomes 26. So this 26 equal to x square. This square moves that side, it going to become root. So this one is root of 26 equal to x. So the length of hypotenuse is equal to root of 26. Let's take one more problem. Here I start to do this. This one is here they have given this is also 10 units. This side is also 10 units. This triangle is right angle triangle. Find out hypotenuse. You're going to get this side square plus this side square going to be equal to this side hypotenuse square. 10 square plus 10 square equal to x square. This x is the hypotenuse. Here 10 square means 10 times of 10, which is equal to 100. So this 10 square also 100, and here also 10 square, which is also going to become 100, which is equal to x square. 100 plus 100, it is just 200. So you're going to get it as 200 equal to x square, and this square comes that side, square going to become root. If it is root, it going to become square when it travels from left side LHS to RHS, or RHS to LHS, or LHS to RHS. So this time this square comes, it going to become root of 200 equal to x. This 200 you can again split and write it as 2 times of 100 equal to x. This 100 again can be written as 10 square equal to x. This 10 square comes out, it becomes 10, and root 2 remains. 10 root 2 equal to x. This 10 root 2 is the length of this hypotenuse. Let's take another one triangle. Here they have given this side as 5 units and this side as equal to 7 units. What's the length of this hypotenuse? You can again in this right triangle sum of the squares, that is 5 square plus 7 square, this side length square plus this side length square equal to hypotenuse square. So it's going to be equal to x square. 5 square means you can take here 5 times of 5, which will be equal to 25. So this one 5 square becomes 25 plus 7 square means 7 times of 7, which is equal to 49. So this one is 49, which is equal to x square. 49 plus 25, 49 plus 20 is 59, 69, then 5, which is 74. So 74 equal to x square. This square goes that side, it becomes root of 74 equal to x. This one you can simplify 74 2 times of 3 and 7 2 times of 37. So you cannot simplify. This hypotenuse length is equal to root of root of 74. Now I'm going to take one more problem, but this time it's last problem. Here take this one. In this triangle they have given this side as equal to 1 units, this side as also 1 units. What's the length of hypotenuse? Here also this side square plus this side square equal to hypotenuse square. 1 square plus 1 square equal to x square. Here 1 square means 1 times of 1, which going to be equal to 1. So it is 1 plus 1 equal to x square. 1 plus 1 is 2. So 2 equal to x square. This square comes this side, becomes root. Root 2 equal to x. Root 2 is the length of hypotenuse. Now I am ending this. Bye.